the main reason I'm personally accumulating assets is in order to fund this. So I really don't have any other motivation for personally accumulating assets except to be able to make the biggest contribution I can to making life multiplanetary. That's what we want. Yeah. So how do we figure out how to take you to Mars and create a self-sustaining city, a city that is not merely an outpost but could become a planet in its own right, and for us, thus we could become a truly multi-planet species. So those are the four elements that need to be achieved. Whatever system is designed, whether by SpaceX or anyone, we think these are the four features that need to be addressed in order for the system to really achieve a low cost per ton to the surface of Mars. And this is a simulation of the overall system. So what you saw there is really quite close to what we will actually build. It will look almost exactly what you saw, like what you saw. So this is not an artist's impression. These the simulation was actually made from the SpaceX engineering CAD models. So this is not, it's not just, well, this is what it might look like. This is what we plan to try to make it look like. This is to give you a sense of size. So it's quite big. And in the long term, the ships will be even bigger than this. I think that this will be relatively small compared to the Mars interplanetary ships of the future. But it kind of needs to be about the size, because if in order to fit 100 people or thereabouts in the pressurized section, plus carry the luggage and all of the unpressurized cargo, to build propellant plants and build everything from iron foundries to pizza joints to you name it. We need to carry a lot of cargo. It's probably somewhere between 20 to 50 total Mars rendezvous. So it's probably somewhere between maybe 40 to 100 years to achieve a fully self-sustaining civilization on Mars. So this is a flight through of the crew compartment. The crew compartment, or the occupant compartment, is set up so that you can do zero-G games, you can float around. There'll be like movies, lecture halls, cabins, a restaurant. It'll be like really fun to go. You're gonna have a great time. I think what a lot of people don't appreciate is that technology does not automatically improve. It only improves if a lot of really strong engineering talent is applied to the problem that it improves. If things go super well, it might be kind of in the 10-year time frame. But there's I don't want to say that's when it will occur. It's like there's a huge amount of risk. It's going to cost a lot. Good chance we don't succeed, but we're going to do our best. Dragon 2, which is a propulsive lander, we plan to send to Mars in a couple of years. And then do probably another Dragon mission in 2020. In fact, we want to establish a steady cadence that there's always a flight leaving, like it's a train leaving the station. So even though the Mars vehicle uses 42 on the base and 9 on the upper stage, so we're 51 engines to make. That's well within our production capabilities for Merlin, and this is a similarly sized engine to Merlin, except for the expansion ratio. So we feel really comfortable about being able to make this engine in volume at a price that doesn't break our budget. So then what about beyond Mars? So as we thought about the system, and the reason we call it a system, because generally I don't like calling things systems because everything's a system, including your dog, is that it's actually more than a vehicle. There's obviously the rocket booster, the spaceship, the tanker, and the propellant plant, the in situ propellant production. If you have all of those 4 elements, you can actually go anywhere in the solar system by planet hopping or moon hopping. So by establishing a propellant depot in the asteroid belt or on one of the moons of Jupiter, you can make flights from Mars to Jupiter no problem. In fact, even without a propellant depot at Mars, you can do a flyby of Jupiter without a propellant depot. But by establishing a propellant depot, let's say Enceladus or Europa or any of there's a few options, and then doing another one on Titan, Saturn's moon, and then perhaps another one further out on Pluto or elsewhere in the solar system. This system really gives you freedom to go anywhere you want in the greater solar system. So you can actually travel out to the Kuiper Belt, to the Oort cloud. I wouldn't recommend this for interstellar journeys, but this basic system, provided we have filling stations along the way, means full access to the entire greater solar system. It would be really great to do a mission to Europa, particularly. All right, so any questions that I can answer?